Hello and welcome to the channel. And today I am going to be explaining how to play this fun game known as Planetary Pursuit. The way you begin this game is by placing all these planets, which I have out here, in the center of the board. It doesn't have to be any form of specific shape. You can place them in any form, but they all have to be in the center of the board. Then you take and give everyone a rocket, and you place it an equal distance from the planets. So each of these are around the same distance away. So then you'd be able to start playing. You start playing by dealing 5 cards from the fuel deck, which is over here, to everyone. Then it starts with the left of the dealer. And you do your turn. You start your turn by drawing either 2 fuel cards, 2 upgrade cards, or a mixture. The fuel cards give you movement cards and special cards, which I will talk about in a little while. The movement cards allow you, I need to get 2 more cards, to move your rocket ship from where you begin and forward into the galaxy. If you have, in your turn, you have exactly 2 moves. In this case, I was only using 1 move because I was using, with fuel cards, when you're moving, as many as ones are connected all count towards 1 move. Can be kind of confusing, I know, but it just takes a little practice to get used to. So I would have moved, which makes me able to touch 2 of these planets. Now, I could take one of these planets and claim it, which then I would move it back to where I began. And as you can see, there are these little things, icons at the bottom of this planet. It has water, plants, and that's an atmosphere. So what you do then is you are able to also, as you can see, this has a check mark on it, the atmosphere. So you can add on to it water and plants, but no atmosphere, because it's already got that. By adding, if I were lucky enough and had fought to grab a upgrade card, I could, because this is water, place it on this planet. And that would overall increase the amount of points the planet has. The way to win the game is by getting the most points by the time all the planets are claimed. Whoever has the most points, if all the planets are claimed, wins. So now it gets down to the special cards. So these cards are extremely powerful, kind of rare. Well, some of them are more rare than others, but they are all extremely useful. So the one I have out here right now is called the wormhole. It allows you to take your rocket ship and move it anywhere along the edge of the wormhole, of the card's wormhole on it. So I could move my rocket there, and now I could claim a different planet, which might be a little farther. Or I could even take some extra fuel cards I had, and for all this would be still only 1 move. I could move along a path to try and get to a different planet, which might be more profitable for me, pointage-wise. So, the second one that I'm going to talk about is the black hole. And yes, this doesn't work with science, technically. So, the black hole doesn't actually affect your rocket. It affects others' rockets. So let's say there's been this other player who's come along into the galaxy, and I don't really like what they're up to. And because they're claiming all the planets, so I would stick the black hole in front of their rocket, and then I could also add on movement cards of my own to get them away from the planets. Or crash them into other rockets if I wanted, which would just send them home back to where they began, along with the other rocket. The third card is the meteorite. This one is actually a really odd one because I don't often see it used. And when it's used, it's usually to crash other rockets. It can not only make another rocket crash if played on it and go back to their starting, or if I had a upgrade on one of my planets, someone else could throw this meteorite on me and knock that off, which would all go into the discards. The next one is the nebula. It is actually a very fun one to use because you can either go into the discard pile and get one card, or you could draw 2 more cards from the fuel deck. You can't do it from the upgrades deck, which is kind of sad because that would be really powerful. But that one is really useful. The last one, and the most powerful in some ways, or more destructive in all, is the supernova. This card can be really vicious, and I would suggest not playing it on a young kid because they would have a fit at you. So, the supernova is pretty much the nuclear missile of this. You would play it on someone else's planet, and you would annihilate that planet, and all upgrades that would be on it. It would take the entire planet and all upgrades out of the game, and into the discards. So, those are all the special cards. We have this nice little reference card, which has all of them. It explains them really easily. So if you forget, you can use that. And to win, you get the most points that you can by the time it is done. And that is Planetary Pursuit. Okay, so I forgot to say this early in the video, so how you win this game, I guess that's a really important topic to cover, is once every single planet on the board has been claimed, so we'll throw some planets to these other rockets. Once every single planet has been claimed, then the game ends. So, even if it's in the middle of someone's turn, it's done. Instantly, the whole game is done. And you then count up how many points each person has, including upgrades. So, this person, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's how many points they have. And this one over here, just 2. So, this person would win because they have the most points.